This is E.T., and this is Franklin D. Roosevelt. In 1944, he very quickly chose a new vice presidential running mate. World War II was in its critical phase on both fronts, and FDR did not want to be diverted by any fourth-term campaigning. The nominee for the second spot on the ticket was an obscure senator, fresh from the corrupt Pendergast Kansas machine. When the busy FDR announced his second man, his aide replied, "Who the hell is Harry Truman?" Well, the nation found out just weeks after the 1945 inauguration. FDR died of a stroke in April, and Truman had to hit the ground running. By August, Germany and Japan were finished. 2 atomic bombs had been dropped by the U.S., and 2 superpowers were squaring off for a Cold War that would last until the 1990s. The post-war settlement and the U.S.-Soviet relationship would be established in great part by that failed haberdasher with no college education, Harry Truman. It's fortunate that Truman was a quick study and even won re-election unexpectedly in 1948. Since that time, however, careful consideration has been given prior to nominations and elections to the man or woman who is going to be one heartbeat away from that nuclear button. Richard Nixon, Eisenhower's vice president, was young and very much involved in the daily workings of the administration. When Ike was out recovering from a heart attack, Nixon was quite comfortable, some said too much so, while operating from the Oval Office. And so it has been since that vice presidents are included in almost every important decision that the chief executive makes. But the Constitution is silent on the vice president's role, save his prerogative to preside over the Senate, and for most of the nation's history, up to Nixon, the vice presidency has been more of a retirement home for old political warhorses than for anything else. The vice president's duties were confined to occasional ribbon cuttings, backslapping, and he seldom saw the president. Rarely he would be called in to the Senate to break a tie vote. But today is different. Today's world operates much faster than in the 1700s, and communication, as you know, is instant. Missiles launched from Cuba could incinerate St. Louis within half an hour. It's expected today that the vice president should know enough regarding domestic and foreign affairs to act wisely and quick. This is E.T. Put your comments below. If you have not done so, subscribe to this channel. You see the bell icon, tap that. You'll be notified of new uploads. Thank you very much.